Okay, checking. We are live. Okay. Welcome to Wildheart. Welcome to Wildheart. A project that has been worked on since 2023, the start of 2023. The concept, unknown by many, is to create a simple world based around the canine culture. Everything here has been made from complete scratch. From the grass, to the chairs, to the suits. This has been a project that we've been working on for quite some time, and can't wait to show you. So, these are the suits that you will have available for now. Though we are still beginning, these are the suits we have. My personal favorites, this one is the most recently one made, and we have these guys over here. This here is your birchkin. Your birchkin are your builders. Think of a dwarf. If it was a canine, they are strong, independent builders, all building towards defense. Then you have your leafkin. Your leafkin are the ones that you'll find in nature. They live with nature, they fight with nature, and they die with nature. They are essentially beings of nature, both spiritual and grounded. These are your beings that you'll find in the forest and other things. You also have your colkin. They are more of duty, though the other two seem to wander and enjoy their life. A colkin, they are for duty. They have a responsibility to uphold. So, let's begin. I'm going to grab one of the suits and get straight to it. As you can see, the design is much different than your normal designs that you see in Rec Room. And that is because we want to work on a more realistic type of output. Even the speed is to match. Here in Wildheart, we want to make sure we have multiple things for you to do. Granted, they are very simple things. It still adds some type of immersion. You have a place to draw, a place to swim. If you need somewhere to sit down and talk with your friends, there's a place for food and comfort. Every now and then, when we can, we will also do our best to fill up this area here. So you'll be able to get some food and sit with your friends. Though we do not have Rec Room Studio currently, and there's a lot that's been worked on, we are working towards it. Because once we have Rec Room Studio, we'll be able to expand and grow this place just a little bit more. Not too much, we don't want to overwhelm you. Keeping it nice and simple is what we plan to do. So, this is Wildheart. It is nothing too fancy, something nice and simple. Oops. There was a few things that I need to work on, and I believe that's one of them. Here we have a prison. When we're dealing with toxic members, it is important that we deal with them in an appropriate way. And that is quite simply through tossing them into a prison cell. Now, these are your Kolkin, aka your guards. This one is your simple guard. You'll find them mostly walking around the place when we're doing events, or every now and then, depending on if they want to be here or not. They will be looking after the place when others are not available, ensuring that this place doesn't fall into chaos. They are given a high standard, high responsibility to be appropriate and mature, swift and effective. If they fail to uphold that, then you have Captain of the Guard, who will have to step in and remove them if needed. Now, being the fact that you can run this fast, you may be wondering what's stopping you. Quite simple. Where is it? There it is. Right here is a simple button. This here is known as the guard roll. This here is known as the guard roll. Actually, I'm just going to have to edit all of this. Editing, still editing. For guards, when they are chosen, once they have passed training, their job is to deal with any toxic members that they may come across. They do so in a very simple fashion. This here is a spear. Said spear are said to be commonly held by guards, especially those who are protecting the area. Follow their rules. Laughable. Righty, we're back into it. Oh man. Well, at least I could just go here and go into a private mode. And then go to the home. And I have to redo the entire thing again. Probably best that I ended up putting it in private mode. And I would probably say that's probably a good thing, because if people join while I'm doing this, it's going to really throw me off the board. So I have to do this and do it correctly. Because that was looking good. I got some pieces that I'm going to pull out and like put them together. But I got to put it in right. My mind's a bit scattered. So this will be the last time I'm staying up this late. Afterwards I'm going to bed. Right. Okay. And we're live. 3, 2, 1, go. Welcome to Wildheart. Wildheart is a place where canines thrive. Though it's not really a place, so to say, it's a clan. 3 canines working together to achieve a common goal. This place has been built from the ground up, using the park so it has a much more natural feel. Everything you see has been made from complete scratch, from the chairs to the grass and the suits as well. Going from the oldest to the youngest of brothers, in terms of the clans, we have the Birchkin. The Birchkin are your defenders. They are your builders. They're the type of people who can create a strong defense that can withstand any storm and threat. Next in line are their connection with me. This is interesting. This is what I get for using bad Wi-Fi connection. It's only on 1 bar. Yep, it's gonna put me straight back to the beginning. Oh, no, it's loading. Cool. I'm getting this done, I know I am. But I'm not restarting the introduction. Once this is done, then I can go to bed. And I'm getting this done. I know I'm getting this done. Just a couple more hiccups. Welcome to Wildheart. Okay. Now, in terms of the youngest of brothers, well, the Birchkin are about defense, and the Leafkin about nature. The Colkin are a much different type of breed. In fact, they are more your fighters. born to fight in the dark. They are ruthless warriors, fast-paced. They will take down any foe, doesn't matter how big the size. Oftentimes you will see them patrolling around the area as guards. We are currently up at update 0.0.6 alpha. And if you're interested, we have a group. 2 in fact. As it says, due to people role-playing here, we now have an official role-playing community group. Keep it nice and clean. So, let me show you who the guards are. And now we're just going to cut all of this off. And now we start. Oh no, we just do this and then we just... This here is known as a guard. And also part of the Coldclone clan. They are designed to watch over this little village to ensure there is no chaos or any corruption within said village. They wear a bronze helmet on their head and often carry wooden gauntlets and greaves. This area here is a very small barracks for where they stay. Oftentimes there's only 2 guards patrolling. Sometimes there's 1, sometimes there's more. When nothing's going on, the guard can do his own thing, such as archery practice. This here is a small archery stand that the guard can just practice on when nothing's going on. Granted, it is not just given for the guard. I have missed multiple times. It is not just given to the guard. Others can also enjoy a very simple archery practice. The guard's job, however, is to ensure that any toxic members they come across are given a decent amount of warnings before they are sent here. If you are sent here and you escape, well, we have another way to make sure you don't escape. So, this is where you'll find guards. And oftentimes, there'll be a spear that they use, which will ensure there is order within the groups. Now on to the next thing. Not only do we have a place to eat and a place to sleep, we also have a spare area which is going to become a library or a storage room. And we have a place for swimming. But not only that, if you're more a combatant type person and you're more about combat, you can prove yourself in the arena. Players in the arena don't have to fight to the death, so to say. How you work in the arena is quite simple. All you have to do is knock the other player off the edge as shown in a few clips showing up now. Others can watch from above to see the battle. Said swords have been designed so you will not be able to take them outside of said arena. And if you are spotted with a sword outside said arena, a guard will be very quickly dispatched to your location to deal with that. Guards, not only will they have to look after the village from toxic members, but every now and then they will have to protect the village. For a world like this isn't so kind, and this clan has been on the run for quite some time now. Hidden deep within the caverns of this place lies an unknown corruption deep within the forest, where every now and then creatures will spawn and attack. And it's up to the guards to take arms and protect their village or die. Now, on to something a little bit more positive. Though everything may seem a little bit bleak, we have been working on a lot of different things. Such as we now have a place to draw, and recently we've been working on a new project. A zipline. As you can see, it's a bit broken, but it does work. Not only do we have this location, but there is actually more locations that are in the works, such as the mirror room, which I will now show. Well, I actually have to go to the mirror room, and then I have to go back to the other room. We're going to go down to the mirror. I have actually not seen what the mirror room looks like in PC mode, so it's going to be interesting. Come on, come on. Yes! It passed the 18%. Come on, come on. Yes, it passed 100%. Yes, I actually can't see shit. This? There we go. This here is the mirror room. Let me see if I can find the avatar. Ah, there we go. This here is the mirror room. We call it the mirror room for one very obvious reason. It has a mirror. Though there's a few things that's being worked on here, this is a place where you can come to relax, talk to your friends, and most importantly, sit on a rocking chair. We are working on a few things, such as a fire pit that can be interacted with. So when you put the log into the fire pit, it normally makes a sound. It's really difficult to hear. So, This is the mirror room, a place where you can just rest. It's silent, it's quiet, it's peaceful, it has a campfire, a mirror, and some chairs. A very basic place. Though we are wanting to add a few new things to it, for now, this is something very simple. And as for the suits here, we will be changing the suits as well, every now and then. This is probably the only place where you can wear the guard's uniform. But if a guard requires the uniform, well, actually, there's a few things we need to work on it. But anyway, now we're going to show you back outside, because there's another place I want to show you. And now I need to act like it's happened, like I went back outside, because this is just a wall. Let me through. Let me through. Okay, so we're going to go back to Wildheart, and then we're going to go back to here, and then we're going to go back to here, and then we're going to go back to here, and then we're going to go all the way back here. This actually looks really amazing. I didn't actually understand how much I've done. On VR it just doesn't look that way, but that's because I'm in VR. On PC I can actually enjoy it, because I don't have to focus on the fact that I'm moonwalking every second. Welcome to Wildheart. Jeez, it sounds like Gabriel Glacios' video thing. Okay, this wall needs to be fixed. Oh. That's right. I have to grab the armor set, don't I? My guy is so slow. Oh man, why are you so slow? Yeah. I just mentioned this as well if you're watching. In terms of speed, the speed doesn't come from the fact that you spawn in with it. It comes from the fact that if you go to grab a suit, you get your speed. See? You get your agility and you get your speed. Also, you don't have to climb this wall. I'm going to fix that wall later on, but you can just go up here. Jump up here. Alright. Now, when a guard dies, or a clan member dies, there's one place they are placed. This here is the catacombs. When a warrior falls, they are brought here. I'm going to head into the catacombs now. We're going to head... Where's the catacombs door? Where'd the door go? The door... Where's the door? I didn't delete the door, did I? To the burial grounds. Yes, open the door. Where's the door? Idiot. Okay, I guess we're gonna just go through the main way. There's a few things that need to be worked on here, and I think that's one thing that I didn't realize I have to work on, which I do. Yet. There we are, burial grounds. After this, I have to do a lot of... I almost forgot this is... I had a moment where I was like, oh, this isn't my group because it has a Discord. Moments like that, I find it a bit funny. wait for it to load. Okay. This here is known as the catacombs. Where every dead is laid. Your tombs laid out in this area. Each tomb is decorated with gems for their loved ones and given the traditional heart on their tomb. This is where the birch can truly come into play. This is where the birch can truly come into play. They are the ones that work on the tombs. Often because of their building expertise, they are very good when it comes to making tombs and buildings. The golden crystals are used as protection against the dark spirits, any spirits that try to harm them. Here you can see they're working on cordage, which will be used for this tomb. The tools they use are often fairly tribal-like, but at the same time, they seem to work. Small pickaxes, as well as a small chipping tool. Over here is their stone storage. Mostly the stone that they use to create said tombs. You also have a fireplace to keep them warm and to give them light in the dark. Now, not all is well, as you've known, and the catacombs is no different. Well, there's always something going on in this world. You're always left to wonder what's going to happen next. This is Wildheart, a game where you live in a different planet and you live as a different species, where you uncover the struggle of a tribalistic species that lives in a very hostile world. As for how they will be able to get through, well, that is up to you. And though everything seems somewhat calm, something is coming and something is about to change. Stay tuned. Okay, if you're watching this is probably a blooper. I have been wanting to put this whole entire thing out and show you guys what I've been working on. Unfortunately, I never really got the chance to, and I kept on holding it back. Granted, it's not complete, nowhere near. There's a lot that's still being worked on. And once this world is complete, there's a lot more that's being worked on. The goal is to create something a bit more pure, something a bit more true. That's not going to be easy. But for some reason I feel like I should just continue with this. It still baffles me to this day how far this has gone. I would never see myself to make a game like this. And if anything, about canines, or what you would call furries. But here I am. I put a year into this, and I'm still going. Part of me says I'm on a very good direction. I just gotta do things right. Plus, I've already made a choice in exactly what's gonna happen when everything's done. Because when everything's done, well, it's not. In fact, it's very far from done. So yeah, this is a passion project that I've been working on for about a year or two. Well, a year. And despite all of the doubt, I am so glad that I stuck with it. Because if I just gave up, where would I be? If I never really truly challenged myself in an area that seems unknown, where would I be? And like I said, I'm not this type of person to create something like this. And yet, creating this world just seems to... I can't explain it. It's not something I connect to. I mean, I do, but at the same time, I don't. I don't see myself living as these creatures or getting caught up in this whole thing. I just see this as some type of world that's in the works of creating. Because one day, this world's going to create itself. And once this world's done, and we move on to the next, then yeah. Granted all the negative shit that I've dealt with, I am proud that I stuck it through. And I'm hoping that one day, you realise that you got the strength to do something like this as well. And there's always going to be something that's going to rip into you. Try to use fear, try to use every single thing against you just to make you screw up. But if you really got a passion, even if you're not sure what that is, then go for it. I don't even know why I'm making this, but it just seems perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention as well, what I'm currently using right now, and I know the suits are a bit broken, this is actually the female model. I was testing the female model while I was making this. And I'll put in the male models and the female models as well. But there's one thing I want to make sure I do, and I know my character's running on stilts, is there's one question I want to make clear. What will the players, I want to give you some type of thing to, you know what, I've talked on for too long. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is Deathwaker, signing off. Whoop. That was crazy.